Okay, let's get this rolling. Verify everything's working. Got the microphone check. Excuse me. Now we got the video check, so now let's jump into it, shall we? Firing up Unreal Editor for Fortnite. Go UEFN. So, thinking about some things that we need to do now. We need to add triggers for planets that are in easy mode, so that you can still like check them off as you find them, or something like that. Yeah, so we'll do that. I wonder if I should build a separate thing. A separate setup for easy mode? Iron shaders, skinned assets, narrate all those. Okay, so here we are. Oh, we gotta figure out the moon too. In terms of the distance. So yeah, I can't see Earth from that point of view. Huh. Okay. Earth, moon. I'd like to get the distance right. So currently Earth is at 44,879. Okay, so 44,879, 60,000 that way, 120 that way, 62,358. So this is the variable that we need to adjust. That's rounded, which means I really can't stand these absurd numbers. $44,880. It's a marginal adjustment between centimeters. Nobody's going to be able to tell on a meter scale, especially on this scale. It's within margin of error. Besides, the Earth is not in a perfectly circular orbit. oblong in a certain way and offset. So, you know, it's fine. Like I said, it's within the margin. Let's see. So, we want to look up the distance. Kilometers. I also saw 284,400 kilometers. Scale. What is this? Earth and Moon to scale. How far away the Moon be? This really doesn't help. Let's go talk. Let's go consult ChatGPT. I'm gonna make a new chat. I've made a scale model of the solar system in I made the Earth 2 meters diameter as the basis of measurement. With that in mind, how far should the Moon be from Earth? To do some math. It's analyzing, it's doing things. Alright, here it comes. The Moon should be placed approximately 6.34 meters away from the Earth to maintain the correct scale. That's pretty far. This should be like 120? 120,000? That far away. Oops, it's outside of our map. Yeah, that's too far of a scale. We really can't work with that. What if the Earth was 333 million scale? Recalculate, reanalyze, figure this out. The Earth's diameter in your model would be approximately 38.3 micrometers. The distance from the Earth to the Moon would be about 1.15 millimeters. That doesn't match. That doesn't line up with my math. Okay, so I'm checking my math. Radius, yeah, that looks right. Earth is 2 meters. So this is showing Earth's actual diameter in kilometers, meters, but here it says diameter in meters. So if we take 12,742 meters divided by 333 million, then yeah, we get that. So there's a flaw in GPTs because it shows kilometers. Well, it says scaled Earth diameter in meters, but it shows actual Earth diameter in kilometers. And then here it shows scaled Earth diameter in meters. The Earth's diameter in meters is not 12,742. So let's see if it can fix this. Moon distance in meters, again, it's putting, wow. It's not converting kilometers to meters. That's why we're getting the wrong answer. You're failing to convert the number of kilometers into meters in your calculations and are thus off by a factor of 1,000. Let's see how smart GPT can be about solving that. Oh, you're correct. Let's redo the calculations. Aha, see? Alright. 3.83 meters, 38.3 millimeters, or 3.83 centimeters. Okay, so let's see. What did I set up? Meshes. Earth 2. Yeah, it's about 4 by 4 by 4 centimeters, which is 38.3 millimeters. That's 40 millimeters is 4 centimeters, which is about the size. So that's all correct there. Curious mistake. The diameter moon should be placed about 1,154 meters away from the Earth to maintain correct scale. Yeah, so even on the challenge map, I have it too close. Ah! Curious. Alright, so in the end, we're just going to have to take artistic license with this because that's just not going to work. Because putting the moon 1,100 meters out there to show the accurate scale of distance, like, that's crazy. They're already pretty far apart. Like when you run up here and then you look out and you're like, oh, yeah. But moving it, 100 meters to the right is small potatoes, relatively speaking. Now you understand why it takes a couple days to get there. Let's ask Google again. Images. Oh yeah, that's true. This image right here, it makes a very good point. I forgot about this one. You could fit all the planets in between Earth and the Moon. Yep. Distance, sizes, and rotations to scale. So, Rings of Saturn unwound. Holy smokes. Question mark. What am I missing in my... Because I do follow Dr. James O'Donoghue. $400,000 kilometers. So if all the planets are this size here, let's drop in Jupiter 2. Or in this case, Jupiter 3. Oh no. Wrong one. We should be dropping in the regular ones. So like there's Jupiter. There's Saturn. There's Uranus. Neptune. Pluto. Who are you? Oh, that's the little Jupiter I accidentally put in there. Let's delete that. Venus. Mars. Actually, let's move these two over. Retain some semblance of order here. Mercury. I just want to match up the graphic. So at this scale, I might have the moon a little far out. The moon easy is at 70,000 centimeters. So 70 meters. So yeah, it's 100 meters apart. And all these planets are to scale. "30 Earth distances." So you're saying I could fit 30 Earths. $384,000 kilometers divided by 1,740. Yeah, just over 30 Earths. So if I wanted to do that, I could do that as well. I could just make 30 Earths. And that could be my unit of measurement. I'm just going to get rid of all these. Oh, there's Venus. Can you imagine making 30 Earths? 10. And 20. And 30. Oh, and then one more because we're measuring from the original Earth. So all these Earths. So this moon should actually be around this distance away. Huh. You can't do that in creative. Just saying. What is this one? Oh, it's just the Atmo. Okay, so there it is. That's 7,038 at this scale. And then we'll just delete all those. All right, so now it's to scale. We should remember that, kids. 30 Earths. A little over 30 Earths is the average distance of the moon. And coincidentally, that is about where I freehand put it to begin with. Then I try to do math and stuff to figure that out, when I could have just done it this way. Alright, fine. Save that. Oh! Thoughts. The triggers for all of the planets and such, and Pluto. If I duplicate these over, I want to make those into their own folder. EasyMode. Why do you not select all descendants when I first click on it? Come on, you're killing me, Smalls. Alright, let's go over to Earth. Or I guess we're going to go to Venus because that's the one that has the handles on it. Fine. Let's undo the sun. And then all of these, we're going to increase their size. so that when you run up to them, because the planets are quite a bit larger now, you may not trigger the device. And the sun certainly won't be triggered at this scale. Can I make it larger than this? Negative, Ghost Rider. We could put a sign and like start here, for example, and then they'll naturally walk up to the sign and hit the trigger. It is easy mode after all. Yes. We'll put the sign so that you can start here. Oh boy. Okay. This is our start here sign. Also, this should just be an even 90, not the 89.500 million nines afterwards. The map, the eclipse, all of these should have their own folder too, yeah? Signs. Beautiful. Where did I put the link? Fortnite fonts that I was using. I mean, this'll work. Where's my folder for Fortnite or creative assets? Here we go. Solar system, paste that here. Start here. Fine. Let's open up GIMP so that we can do some image manipulation with a GNU image manipulation program. colors, colorize, select our color. Okay. Overwrite that. Great. Signs. Easy mode. Let's go over here. Let's add in under shapes, plane. Hit E to change the tool, so we can rotate it to 90 degrees, vertical. W again to go back to here. Textures. Once that opens up, and then we can drag and drop texture to import it. And then we can drag and drop that here. And apparently we need to rotate it again. 90 degrees, R to stretch it. W again to get it back to positional. Question mark. Let's just hide this for a second. So you come in through the teleporter, and you just see this floating start here sign. Is that enough? That's probably not big enough. Does that seem... That height is the same height that I placed all of the planets. I don't know if that's big enough. That might be. There's only one way to find out, and that is to, you know, just go into the game. Meanwhile, let me close down the graphic editor, just go changes, we don't care, we've already got it saved. Overwrote the original file, which is fine in this case. Launch session. Oh yes, save those. Oh, it's gonna put that Cyber City sign there. I didn't delete the sign. I just hid it from view. So it's gonna show up in our game in edit mode. So the other thing that we're going to want to do is go into the post-process volume and or the animations to add the second set of triggers, so that the HUD will still update when you find the planets in easy mode.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets for clues to the challenge portion
See,
of the map.
there's the party sign.
Find, complete our challenge, take the rift. Remember to come back and check on future updates.
That should be big enough. We could make it a little bit bigger. Yeah? The trigger worked. We hit the trigger. If we go to Mercury, we can see the trigger from here. Oh, that's not the trigger for Mercury. That's the trigger for Venus. What do you think? Should we make it a little bit bigger? Also, the render distances. Like, we can see the clouds on Earth, but we can't see Earth from here. Something's going on there that we need to adjust. Okay, fine. Alright, so up next, things that we determined. Let's make this slightly larger. Start here, sign. Let's move that into the signs folder. Because, I mean, kind of it is, you know? Sign. Are we chunking? What's going on here? Wow, my poor computer. What are you doing? Having some major problems, I see. You're just busted. Wow. Green screen. Okay, the triggers. Do I have these in their own? I do. What the heck, y'all? Alright, made the triggers larger. Although, for Jupiter and Saturn, let's... Oh, hello, mouse. Hey, where's... Wait, where's Unreal Engine? Did we just lose Unreal Engine? Yeah, it's not in my toolbar. My taskbar. We just lost Unreal Engine. I wonder how much got saved before it crashed. That was unfortunate. Also, let's verify. check on temperatures. Back to store. I did not need to click on that. Alright, 128 on the NVIDIA graphics card, the 3050. CPU's fine at like 160 something degrees. Unreal Editor. Launch it. Get that rolling. Oh. It's only 8 o'clock, y'all. Are we loaded? Maybe? What's happening? No, I did not want that to happen. Unreal Engine is not running. What the heck? Yeah, there's no Unreal Engine running. You saw me click the thing, right? There wasn't even a crash message. Oh, Chrome is not responding either. Oh boy. Okay, so I just want to make sure that Twitch is still going here. I also gotta verify YouTube. Our camera appears to be working once again. Okay, YouTube is still live, despite the fact that the browser closed. YouTube is still So that's good in its own little way. OBS there. I'm just gonna keep watching YouTube for a second to make sure that it pops up. Looks like Twitch is fine. Alright, yeah, YouTube appears to be fine as well. Minor hiccups. Saturn. 5.0 is the maximum. I wonder. People run up to this if they're going to be able to see that, if they're going to be able to properly trigger. Excuse me. Hopefully they run straight up to the planet. Pluto's small enough that, yeah, it's covered by... You know what? Let's make them all maximum size. Just because it just seems like there might be some challenges here. No need to cast a shadow for the sign. Yeah, I've got shadow turned off on the sun, so there's that. Okay, so I guess at this point, HUD messages. So it is the cinematics. Use the second trigger. Yeah, Neptune. Triggered, save all of that. Oh. Now to make sure all these triggers work. The sign looks the right size. Whoop. Joining session, UEFN. I mean, if we're gonna be sitting here waiting, might as well do something fun, right? Drive around on your little Mars rover.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets that clues to the challenge portion of the map. For the Find Pluto challenge, take the Rift. Remember to come back and check on future updates.
Oh, okay, so the sun animation works. Now it's just time to verify the rest of them. Oh, I gotta work on draw distances too. Ooh, we just hardcore parkoured over Mercury. Venus is a little too big to do that. Yeah, because we can see the draw distance on the clouds here, but now the planet comes into play. There's Earth, the Moon is over here. Look at that big, beautiful blue planet. I love it. So we should be able to see, yeah, it's right there up at the top. It's really hard to see here. I wonder if I can get another angle. Not really. See that speck of light in the middle of the Pacific? Yeah, that's Hawaii. That's where I was born. Alright, there's like all the Indonesia, Jakarta, China, Taiwan, Philippines, Japan, all that stuff. When you realize, when you look at the Earth like this, you look at Earth and you're like, wow, it's mostly water. And then you go to like any other side and start to see other continents and lands. The Pacific is vast. It is incredibly large in terms of the planetary scale. The Pacific Ocean is massive. Mars. Olympus Mons. Look at that. You can see it from space. Largest volcano in the solar system. We're gonna have to fly to this one to get to Jupiter. Because it's far. Saturn's far. And I forgot to drop down a marker, so I don't know how far I've gone. To know if I'm even getting close. Whoa! Also, you'll need to be flying to trigger this. I wonder if I should set up mutator zones as the trigger. That way, if you're flying or you're running, plus, you'll be able to cover all of Jupiter, rather than this little switch is only this trigger is like 5 square meters. I wonder if I can slide under Jupiter. Negative, Ghost Rider. Alright. We are gonna go find Saturn now. Which is 4.3 kilometers at this scale from the Sun. There's the rings. Why do those have such a huge draw distance? The planet does not. Again. Oh, we barely. Nope. Alright, fine. So it looks like the triggers are working. Here's the thing. We gotta test them. We gotta make sure. Gotta test them all. I know, it's a long ways to go. Just to find Uranus. It's like 13 kilometers or something silly. At least it's got a large draw distance. It pops up pretty easily there. Okay, and then Uranus, Neptune. It's not nearly as far. It's like 14 and change kilometers. No. More than that. Oh, Uranus is 8.6. Neptune is 13 and a half. That's what it was. My bad. Still, Uranus is twice the distance. Or it's the same distance. It's almost the same distance from Saturn to Uranus as it is from the Sun to Saturn. Roughly 4.6 kilometers at this scale. So in the first 4.3 kilometers, we find Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. We find 6 planets, and then we go basically that entire distance again before we get to anything, and that is Uranus, which is sitting out at this scale model, 8.6 kilometers. Now we have to get to 13 and a half, which is, again, that distance and then some. (13.54 minus 8.6). It's nearly 5 kilometers at this scale. So again, we've traversed all of the inner planets all the way up to Saturn in terms of distance, and then more than that, and that's the distance just between Uranus and Neptune. So yeah, you could fit all those planets right down there, up to Saturn, in between Saturn and Uranus, and then you can do that again between Uranus and Neptune. We've yet to find Neptune because we're still not far enough, I guess. Debating if I'm even going in a straight line. I'm kind of sure I am, and even so, Neptune is big enough now in easy mode that we should be able to spot it if we get anywhere reasonably close to it. And incidentally, the distance from Neptune to Pluto is almost the same, again, as Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn. Jupiter and Saturn, excuse me. I'm coming up to the end. How did I miss... How did I miss Neptune and Pluto? Yeah, I overshot both planets. Did you guys see them? Oh. That was Pluto. Oh, I did trigger it. Oh, you know what we need? We need the on-screen as well to trigger the heads-up display messages to show that we found the planets. Because I just noticed, like, yes, you can see on the HUD over there, but I didn't see a message. And honestly, it's kind of hard to see those planets pop up. On the HUD. Like, you can tell it's a little more solid, so yeah, well, I found it, but... And Neptune is far more massive than Pluto. Neptune's the size of Uranus. I should have seen that along the way. Again, we gotta change those view distances on the meshes. Because at this size and scale, we should be able to see them easily from any reasonably close neighborhood of the planet. There it is. How did we miss this? It's flipping massive. That time I was watching the heads-up display, so I saw it pop up there. Yeah, I don't know how I missed this on the way out. I have to go back and watch the stream and see if I really did see it and was just doing something else and missed it. What am I looking for? Unreal Editor. Okay, view distances on all of the planets. Draw distances. Desired max draw distance. That's like 300. Can I add another 0? Yes. Fabulous. Uranus is at 0? How did I even find it to begin with? Good grief. Let's just copy and paste those values. What are the clouds on? Clouds are on 0. How does that... I don't understand. Fine. Alright, they are all set to 30,000 for that draw distance. The desired max draw distance. Oh my goodness. Why am I so flipping tired? These triggers, oh, they're in here, yeah, so, yeah, this is the HUDs, okay, this is what we're doing. So we just need to do the same thing, and just add another array element and put in the earth trigger for the second trigger. Mars. Neptune, Pluto. Saturn. Uranus. Venus. No, not that one. Silly. This one. Earth. Let's trigger. So did we get them all then? Venus, Uranus, Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Earth. Okay. Save that. Push changes. Edit mode is uploading. Fabulous.
The Rift. Remember to come
Alright,
back
we're in.
and check on future updates.
Easy mode. Oh, it's a real sign. Hooray, you found Mercury. Hooray, you found Venus. Yeah, now we can see Earth and Mars out there in the distance. Earth and the Moon. Hooray, you found Mars! The model is kind of blocky, isn't it? Maybe I should increase the resolution on that. Oh, we gotta fly to Jupiter. 2.3 kilometers, 2,300 meters. There it is. Big and bold on the horizon. Also, I need to remember to rotate this so that we see the big red spot. Yeah, see, if you have to get that close to it, like, nobody's gonna do that. That's a big shadow from a big planet. Alright, 4.29 kilometers to Saturn. There's the rings. Those still show up first, and then the planets. I need to look at the rings and see what those are set at. Oh, I wonder if I missed Neptune last time because I was switching between applications. I don't know if I'm going in a straight line exactly or not. Nope. Alright, I need to switch this over here. You know what? Let's go back, because I can't even see the numbers anymore. It stopped showing the numbers on the marker. We know Uranus is at 8.6. So 8.6, so 1.4 will put us at 10 kilometers. We'll have at least some sense of... I was showing the other map over here. Also, you can kind of see how much in the center you are or not. And I missed my 1.4 kilometers. Okay. Alright, so there's 10 kilometers. And we are off to the side. A smidge. That's a little more centered. There we go. Now, we just keep this tack for the next 3.5 kilometers. 3,500 meters. showing me on the map anymore. It's just showing the area with the marker. Alright, anyway, there's Neptune. Three and a half kilometers-ish. Alright, when we get to 5,000 meters, we should stop and mark that. So we'll be at 15 kilometers. Again, the numbers are shrinking, getting so small you can't even read them. Alright, that's 15 kilometers. We need to go another 2.7 kilometers to find Pluto. Alright, 2.7 and change. Hooray, you found Pluto, you win! Can't see the emote. I thought there was one before that. The snap emote. There it is. What's that called? Heart sign, yeah. That we use with Pluto. And then the dance is not star power, the other one. We got this one. And then it's not star power. It's true heart, which is somewhere. Did I pass it already? I thought for sure I had it like sooner in the lineup. I thought it was up here, where the sharpshooter is. Somewhere in that line. So there's star power. There it is. Alright, so anyhow, back to Unreal. Endgame. So we got the messages, we got the triggers, but I feel like the triggers are not big enough for some of the planets like Jupiter, Saturn. It's all the gas and ice giants, basically. permutator zones. Yeah, see, this is much larger. We could set this up to completely encompass the planet. So maybe not 10, let's try 8. No, 6. And then if you're flying, you'll hit it as well. And then Saturn's extra large, so, well, shift right click for the location and then click the mutator zone and then shift left click to paste that. And then set the z-axis to 0 so it puts a gel on the surface. Yeah. Click that trigger. Move to easy mode. Rename it to Neptune. Okay, so now the HUD and other things. So Jupiter. the array. Mutator Jupiter. Player entering zone. Triggers that. Neptune. Add. Mutator Neptune. Wait, there's two of them? There's only one. That's weird. Yeah, it's showing two devices for the mutators. Huh. Okay, so Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Those all use mutator zones just because triggers and switches are just too small in comparison. And if you happen to be flying, you might miss it. But all the other planets, Earth, Venus, Mercury, Mars, that they're fine with switches and triggers. Pluto as well. Oh, and then the HUDs. That's what else we need to... Or not the HUDs. We just did that. We need to do... the HUD animations. Because we deleted the triggers. And then Uranus, and that one, entering zone, and that's it. That's all of them. Let's push the changes. The saxophone goes hard. Yeah. Look at that planet. Beautiful. So in 2025, Saturn is going to look like this. It'll be at an angle where we won't be able to see the rings. much like Earth oscillates on its planetary tilt, so does Saturn. So Earth has an axial tilt of 23.5 degrees. Saturn has an axial tilt of 26.373. So at some point in its orbit, as it goes around, it ends up being the rings and they're edge on when we were looking at them from Earth, and that exists for for a short amount of time, like a few months or something like that, and then you get to start to see them. They start to edge their way out slowly but surely, and then they come back around after a couple of years, and we have them on all their glory like this, right? So, yeah, there's that. So it goes to the same scale, so it makes sense when you look at it. Oh, game's up. Here, loading in the background, and I'm off goofing around. I should probably move that teleport to be in the center so that I can see Earth. Can you see the moon yet? Now I can't. Yeah, it's too close enough to the Earth. Oh, I gotta fix Jupiter too for the rotation. So I can't see its immutator zones work until we get out to Jupiter and Saturn and Uranus and Neptune. Which means all of this long distance travel again. Man. If we had playtesters, somebody could go do this and I could get back to working on the map. They could report back like, yes, no, it didn't work. Let's see, if we pass through. Did I not trigger the HUD messages on these? Huh. Okay, well. Yeah, so the HUD did not update when I entered the mutator zone. Let's try Saturn and see what happens. So that's at 4.29 kilometers. There, we can see the rings. Now Saturn. Why did the rings show up first? Yeah, see, okay, Saturn triggered, so I messed up Jupiter somewhere. But the message did not. The one that says, hooray, you found Saturn. Okay, we already have an error, so we're going to end this. Let's go look at Jupiter. Look at the HUD stuff. HUD messages. Jupiter. Exiting zone. Oh, it's supposed to be entering zone. Wait, this one also shows HUD message Jupiter 2. Oh, wait a second. Let's reset that to exiting zone. We're not looking for HUD messages. We're looking for found. HUD found Jupiter. Yeah, mutator Jupiter. Player entering zone. Name is Saturn. Why wasn't it working? The animations, Jupiter didn't work, but Saturn did. Player entering zone. Yeah. I want the red dot to be there when they show up. It might take them a while, so actually. Oh, goodness. Kidding me? Yeah, there we go. Now this, why are these not triggering the HUD messages? Found Jupiter. The triggers do, but the mutators don't? What am I missing? And then also the animations. Jupiter should have worked. Saturn did work. Alright, I guess we just try it again. What did I miss? We got a gnarly astronaut here, y'all. Well, that's cool.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets for
Oh, I was
clues
going
to
to
the
move that
challenge
teleporter
portion of
too.
the map. For the
Somebody
Find
remind me to do
Pluto
that.
challenge, take the rift.
Back to Unreal.
Remember to come back and check on future updates.
Alright, expecting to see a message. Moving into the mutator zone. Nothing. Seriously? What the heck, y'all? Also, Jupiter's not triggered. Alright, 4.3, 4.29 kilometers, 4,300 meters. I'm gonna get to Saturn. Oh. Alright, watch Saturn. It triggered. No message, no HUD message. Really? So the animation for the heads-up display works, but not the message on the heads-up display. So we didn't change anything from our last experience. Alright, let's try the other two, the ice giants now. So 50% of the gas giants work. Also, I should have stopped and reset the marker at 5 kilometers. We'll have to do it at 6. So far. Alright, so now we need to go 2.6 kilometers instead of 3.6 to get to Uranus. To hydrate. Stay hydrated. Alright, Uranus works and the message works. What? Alright, let's go to Neptune. So Uranus works perfectly. Both the heads-up display message and the animated HUD display. Down below there. screwed up again. I went. Alright, there's another 6 kilometers. Down 12 kilometers. So 1.5 kilometers to Neptune. A little over 1.5. It's like 1.5 something. So 1,500 meters. A third of the way there. Half the way there. There's Neptune. And that one works with the HUD message, but not the animation. Uranus is the only one that works perfectly. Neptune works 50%, Saturn works 50%. Oh, my drama. Okay, back to Unreal. Jupiter does not work at all. Saturn works here. Neptune does not. Jupiter does not. Uranus works perfectly. That's why there's 2 mutators. I thought for sure Frel. Okay. We have to rename these. That's why. Drama. Way to go, Brad. So I discovered that by so the HUD animation when you're troubleshooting. So like, let's go to Jupiter. Jupiter was not working at all. Neither the message was being triggered, nor was the HUD animation. But so I went to Jupiter and I was looking at the triggers, right? So on you want it to show when something is triggered. So we have the trigger found Jupiter, and then we had the mutator Jupiter. But this little arrow, right? So the little eyedropper, pick actor from scene, allows you to like click that, and then you go and you click on the device. Well, in this case, I was looking at mutator Jupiter, and I clicked on the select device mutator blah 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 in the viewport here, and it took me to that device, which is not the correct device. Okay, we want these devices. So now that I've selected in the outliner, I can hit F on the keyboard, and it will take me there. So this is the correct one. So currently, the only thing connected here, it's connected to the cinematic for Jupiter, which I just did. I just changed that. So now we can go to HUD found Jupiter, and we can select the pick actor, and we can select on that mutator. Now it's set correctly into entering zone. Oh my drama. Okay, so now so Neptune is next. We'll select it and then hit F. So now HUD found Neptune. So that's why it shows up. Did I fix this one already too? I don't know. Anyhow, so that's set there. The animation for Neptune. Yeah, see, this one's not set correctly. So now it is on entering zone. Now we gotta go find Saturn. Alright, HUD found Saturn. Go down to our triggers. Yeah, see, this one's set on the one in the lobby. Entering zone. And then we need to go to, that's the HUD found. That's the little message that pops up. Now we go to this cinematic for Saturn. Again, okay, so now that one's set correctly, right? And then Uranus we don't need to mess with because it was already set correctly to begin with. But let's just look at, I found Uranus. Yep, somehow I managed to get them both right on Uranus. 50% right on Saturn and Neptune, just the wrong ones. And none of it right on Jupiter. Okay. Oh, make that a lesson to be learned. Make sure you're naming things appropriately for their task, for what they're doing, or what they're to be used for. Oh, my drama. Can't. There it is.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets and clues to the challenge portion of the map.
Oh, I still need me to
Find
move that
Pluto
silly
challenge, take the
teleport.
rift. Remember to
That
come
rift.
back and check on future updates.
We should set our marker. Right, Jupiter, 300 meters. .3 kilometers. fly right past and through this, and it'll work. Hooray, you found Jupiter, and the heads-up display updated down below there. Saturn's next. Again, fly right through it, over it, next to it, by it. 4.29 kilometers. Look at that beautiful hexagonal storm up north. Boom! Everything updated appropriately. Five kilometers. So 3.6 kilometers from here, 3,600 meters. We'll run into Uranus. That one didn't have any problems. We'll be able to fly right past that one. Also, just like we did with the gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn. There's Uranus. Both elements triggered and are operational. And you're going to stop again at 5,000 meters to reset island mark due to the limitations of the game. Alright, we overshot it by like 2 meters. That's a lot of margin of error, but I just like to be, accurate. 13 and a half, so 3,500 meters from here. Halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Alright, 2,500 meters. We've got a kilometer to go. Should be seeing Neptune soon. Imminently. There it is. Wham! We got a little off center, so let's steer ourselves back. Last one for testing. Might as well run this one in. Wham! Alright, success. I'm going to call that good. All indicators are appropriately aligned, assigned, coordinated. Alright, easy mode, reduce, drop that down, drop those. Mutators, assigns, teleporter, easy mode receiver. This bad boy is out of alignment. There we go. Now it's all lined up, straight and true. Save that change. Question mark. Oh, it's not showing now. We're in editing mode. Okay. Let's try the game.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system.
Okay, so I do have it set up to switch those over. Don't switch back, come back, so, well, no, I did. That's trigger here. EasyMode accolades. How are they doing on the challenge? Tracker challenge, yes. Oh yeah, that's right. Trackers. The trackers. They're all acronyms, right? Yeah. Okay, so also assign easy mode. I'll assign them there. Oh, hold up. To where I want this trigger. Excuse me a moment. Oh shoot. Challenge map. Challenge gas and ice. Challenge planets all. I'm trying to remember. I know I did this before. This tracker challenge gas and ice. So we've got, yeah, find all of increment progress and then assign it. So actually challenge planets all. It awards tracker challenge map when complete. Tracker challenge map Increment progress. Mercury, Earth. Earth is in there twice. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Weird. Yeah, if Earth were in there twice, it would be just the 8 planets. Okay, that's fine. So we should make one of these tracker easy map and then show all of and do all of the things. Tracker easy map, all the same things. But I guess it has, you know, the 2 Earths in there. But we have new triggers. Yeah, see. So we'll sign it on easy mode accolades on triggered. Okay, for the easy map. Alright, since we gotta clean this all up and redo it, just do them all. But we'll add these 8 in. Mercury 2. Gamma. That was Venus. Earth. Trigger found Earth 2. Mars. Mars 2. Jupiter. It's the mutator found Jupiter. They're entering zone. Same thing with Saturn. Uranus. Found Neptune. Oh my. Okay, so we need an easy gas ice. Ice. Okay, so we're gonna duplicate this. Name it. So easy map, easy gas ice. We'll sign it. And then one in here. Let's move this back. click it now? Yes, I can. Okay. Move this to the triggers folder. And I got all that accolades. Okay, challenge gas and ice. When complete. We should also do easy tracker, easy gas and ice. Same thing. Complete. Planets all. Do we not have an accolades for? Oh, we duplicated the trigger. Alright, I'm gonna do duplicate here. Wait. We can do it on the gas trains, we can do it on that one too, and on Pluto. Complete. Complete. Tracker challenge map. We need a tracker. Easy map. Complete. And Pluto. Tracker challenge Pluto. Do we have a tracker challenge? Tracker easy Pluto? We do not. Accidentally hitting F1 and pulling up help while I'm trying to hit F2. When complete. Easy Pluto, easy map, easy gas ice. Challenge Giants, Planetall, and Pluto. Those are accolades. But the trackers, Challenge Gas Ice, Challenge Map, Challenge Pluto. Easy Gas Ice, Easy Map, Easy Pluto. Okay, those I believe are all set. Don't feel like data entry Brad again. I should probably title this accordingly. Gas, ice. I don't know, planets all kind of tells me that, like, yeah, that's and then Pluto, but this one should be planets all, and then easy should be planets all. Save that. Okay, everything conforms. there. Accolades. This, when complete. The trackers. Okay, hold up. That's moving way too fast. Gas, ice, planets all, Pluto, easy. Okay, so there's all the easy ones. I'm going to move those over to the easy map so that, just for the sake of argument, I guess that was a little too far. Alright, there's the easy accolades. Alright, so there's the easy accolades. I gotta remember that the colors correspond to the arrows here. Get my brain trained on that. Wait, it should be assigned. We land over here. Okay, this one's giving my accolades. This one is also triggered on EasyMode accolades. Okay, great. Save the changes. Let's check in our changes to the vision control. Added, updated, all triggers, mutators for easy mode planets. Added and linked easy mode accolades. I do not update all triggers and features for easy mode planets to HUD messages and animations. And also yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Everything else is kind of ancillary. You know what? I can't do these for the accolades. I need easy accolades. Because I assign points accordingly. And if they're doing this in easy mode, they should not be getting as much points. Because it's easy. Alright, so we're going to duplicate these. This one will be, yeah, easy. 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 So now, so easy planets all, we'll put that at like a medium, because you do have to go find all the planets. Pluto is pretty far out there. We'll leave that at a medium. Gas, ice. Put it at small. I mean, they are kind of out there, but there's only 4 of them. And then Pluto's just really the heck far. You know what? Gas, ice. We'll leave this as medium because you do have to go really far, honestly, to get all the way out to Neptune. You're practically at Pluto at that point. Yeah, so we'll leave the easy stuff at like medium. But because the planets are so large, it should be easier to find them. So they shouldn't. You shouldn't be getting a very large, kind of reward for that. All right, so easy gas, ice. Easy planets all. Easy planets. Easy Pluto. Does that mean test award? Should say when complete, right? Oh, brother. Tracker challenge Pluto. Oh, okay. What am I looking at? Gas ice. Tracker easy gas ice when complete. Planets. Tracker easy planets all when complete. And then easy Pluto. Tracker easy Pluto when complete. Save. Music stopped. I did not need to click that button. How do we save these changes? Alright, so trackers correspond to accolades. So the trackers are complete. Okay, so we have trackers, those, we have trackers for the easy. There's a second, yeah, found Pluto 2. Planets, okay. Also, yeah, I just did this one, so there's 8 mutators into those. Okay, and gas giants. I need to redo these. Okay, so Jupiter, the mutators. Oh yeah, all of these should be mutators. Mutator found. Okay, yeah. What's up, Norn Rad server? Type in !mark maps and you'll see all of them. Dream Zone. So that's Neptune and Uranus. Mutator found, and then on Dream. Welcome back, by the way. How you been? Good to see you. I also have a new code. I think it's this one. No. Maybe it's creator. Yeah. So now you can also go to the Fortnite website and you can see all of my map codes there as well. So they've released that a few weeks ago. Makes me feel all official and strong and everything. So yeah, we get our own website. We get our own page on the Fortnite.com website. It's pretty rad. So hopefully I can get this all. I think I'm done with the easy map. No, not well. The easy map. I need to go back to the lobby. Because there's some stuff I need to add to the lobby in order to. Yeah. So we're gonna have to add a little message here that says easy mode. going on? How come my letters, my keyboard, is not working here? Reload the page, I suppose. Put that into the solar system folder. Name that as EasyMode. Open up a graphic design tool. Drag that in there, select all, cut, paste, so all the letters are now selected. Colors, let's go to colorize, select our predetermined color, change this, 25, okay, overwrite EasyMode.png, close that, just change it. Not shapes. And then we do a plane. Get it over here. Pull it up. E to rotate. Rotate that 90 degrees. W to go back to reposition it. Center it that way. That way. A little bit up. Okay. Control space. Let's go into source content. Trigger. Search term. Let's go into textures. Easy mode. Let's drag that in here. Go import. Drag that onto our plane. Yes? No? How come I can't see anything there? Curious. Start here. Yeah, so that's another thing I need to fix too. So the short audio doesn't have a an off switch, so to speak, whereas the long ones do, and they're set up in the zones. Let me show you. So, because the short ones are triggered by the switches, the triggers here, right? But since they're so short, I kind of figured maybe it wouldn't matter. I don't know. But then the long ones, you turn them on with the button, but if you leave the zone, like this green area, then it should turn off. So yeah, that's something that I just have to get around to. So you can see like there's a play button, so it triggers it on. And the stop is if you trigger any other message is this, by the way? That's the short. So you have to hit another trigger for it to stop. But if you hit the long audio for the same planet, they will overlap. But if you started Mercury and then you came over to Venus, it would stop. But if you're on Venus and you start the long Venus, yeah, that's where the overlap is. So I'll figure that out, I guess. That's on my list of things to do. So right now I don't understand why this is not you know what? I'm going to delete that plane. We're just going to start over. Shapes, plane. Still not working. Let's delete that material. The start here is working, so we'll move that over to materials. But easy mode. Oh, my poor computer is chunking. Now it's working. Good grief. You know what? We might as well just make one for the challenge map too, right? Also, by the way, did you know you can favorite maps? Yeah, tiny Mercury on the challenge map. That's why I'm making easy mode, so like if you're just in it to chill and vibe and cruise around, like that's easy mode. Or if you just like you're finding it way too hard, you can always switch. But yeah, so when you go into a map, so you see the heart, like you can click it and it'll favorite it, and in that way, whenever you go into the squares, so like if you're just on play, right? Like this is what you'll see. Like you go to OG and whatever, right? But if you go over to these two squares, it shows all of your favorites. You can also select on recently played. Yeah, all the favorites will show up there. And then the other thing is too, down in this corner, there's a button that says more from this creator. So you click on that and it'll show you also all of my maps. And then that way you can go in, click on those, same thing, click the little heart so that it saves it to your favorites. And you'll always be able to find it quick and easy. And I also like it when you come into my chat and say, hey, what's the map code? Because then we get to hang out and chat. And I get to help you. So, yeah. Yeah. Where was I? What time is it also? Sure, it's coming up on 10 o'clock. You're a map builder as well? Cool, cool. So are you in the creator program? Did you get your Fortnite code, or like what maps have you made? Drop just all you have to do is just drop one of your map codes in, and then I can find the rest from there. Since March, okay. All right, what was I doing here? Oh, I was making the challenge map thing. Copy that. Fortnite search. I can't wait for soldiers versus aliens. What? Alright, we'll hit that. Good grief, dude. Somebody's been busy. Look at all this. Heck yeah. Don't stop running, music dance party. Hidden puzzle parkour. Pick your 50 spots and builds. Fight the opposing team in this alien space landscape. Red versus blue in space with secret area and special weapons updated with wood stake shotgun, thorns, vampiric blade, and brooms. Oh, you got video and everything. Look at all those weapons. Oh man, yeah, I gotta figure out the whole gold thing and adding all that in. The rails there, I've added to my moon base, but I've had some errors. I can't finish my moon base at the moment, so I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah. Definitely looks like an alien planet, alien outer space thing. That's cool. Soldiers versus aliens. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do the video thing too. Well, I don't have to figure it out. I just have to find time to do it, you know, to get all of that in there. The Haunted Gun Game. All the pizza. Oh my goodness. The replay mode isn't working since the last update too. Oh man. You know, they keep breaking things every time they update, it seems like. So it's hard to make trailers? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, the replay mode. Exactly. I was trying that last night with this map. I was trying to do some stuff, and I tried to go into replay mode in Fortnite, and it wouldn't work. Because I was doing the emotes around Pluto, because you know the heart emotes. There's like 3 or 4 different kinds of heart emotes, and because I wanted to get screenshots just for like social media and like showing off and you know doing the whole marketing campaign stuff so that people can at least find your map, right? That's the hardest thing for me is getting people to find my maps. And I couldn't do it because yeah, the replays are broken. It's like, oh, you're kidding me, really? What night was that? It was like 2 nights ago, I think. Was it on the 7th? Yeah, because it takes me about 20 minutes to do the map. Let's see if it breaks. Epic knows, but hopefully they fix it. Okay. Yeah, because you can't get any replay videos. You can't get. Well, I mean, we could do it here on Twitch, I suppose. You could just download your stream, like turn off the webcam, and then stream it that way, and then highlight it and download it later. But as far as doing it from, yeah, see, failed to replay. Oh, my webcam stopped working. What do you know? Speaking of broken things. Okay, that should be fixed. Yep, so that was it. And then I went and played a bunch of matches the next day and stuff. Got a win. What is today? Today's the, that was a couple nights ago, so I haven't actually played the game in a couple of days. Yeah, I got a victory royale there. All these 1-1s are me playing my own map. That's all space map. There's a VR there. So this day, the 4th, I got like 3. Yeah, there's 3 victory royales. Well, that night, and then the next day, I guess I got some. It's alright. I need to play some more one of these days. But, you know, you get caught up in building maps and, you know, doing stuff, and you're just like, oh, my webcam's broken again. Okay. Also, have you noticed, like I'm on my map right now, but like the background is not updating. I was trying to do that earlier when I was switching to like OG and stuff. Now it shows when I select it that way. Huh. That's weird. Okay. We were going to work on some image stuff. Oh, Chrome just crashed again too. Good grief. Man, my poor computer, and it's late. Oh, It's after 10. I gotta be up early tomorrow. Also, I gotta take the dog out for a walk before I hit the bed. Go to sleep, so she has one more chance to go potty. And now I'm just realizing, yeah, how tired I actually am. Yeah, there's still a couple more things that we need to do in Unreal here before I publish this. So I'll probably publish it tomorrow, this update. The sprinting unlimited. Can you do that now? So I set the sprint, the stamina to maximum, and then I set the sprint to 2x. So there is, yeah. See the sprint energy cost per second, switching jump multiplier, sprinting speed multiplier. Wait, it's 11 now? I thought it was 2. Can I set this to 0? Oh. Heck yeah, let's go. And then I also have flight. Then it's unlimited. Okay. So I also set flight, which maxes out at 5 speed, right? But, okay, so sprint. How fast sprinting is compared to concentration. I thought this was only 2. But if it's 11, that's pretty sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't realize I could set this to 0. I know that I had set the, I don't know if it's in island settings or if it's in class settings, but I had set the stamina to maximum or something. That's where it is. Stamina, no. Oh well, now that it's set to 0 and it's unlimited, then I don't have to worry about stamina. Plus, it doesn't even show up on the HUD anymore anyhow. So I don't have to worry about that. Now that it's unlimited, it's truly like out of you know out of view, out of mind. Like if you can't see it and you don't think about it, you just get to run. Yeah. Yeah, and that new heads-up display with the planets down there across the bottom. I just added that on Tuesday, so I learned how to do it on Monday using post-process volumes, and then basically just I turned into data entry grad on Tuesday, just plugging that all in order to get all of those animations. Plus, I had to get them all lined up on the screen. So here they are. Here's the post-process volume, and then here's all of the cinematic sequencers for that. Saturn screwed me up because it's wider than the other planets. So all the other planets, like I knew the amount to offset for each planet, and then comes along Saturn, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it was such a it was annoying. just to say, like, yeah, it was annoying. So, but yeah, so there's all the cinematic sequencers all tied into the post-process volume to get that all set up, and then using, the whatchamacallit, the HUD controller to turn off the HUD. I did force the mini map because when it was gone, I was testing it with the new HUD, but the mini map was gone. I was like, how do people know which way they're supposed to go? They can't find north because there's no compass, and I can't find a compass setting, so I had to put the mini map back in for the HUD in the HUD controller. So I forced that to put that back in. I wasn't sure what to do with the HUD info box, so I just left it alone. But everything else, for the most part, I turned a bunch of stuff just off, like just flat out said no. There's a couple of things I left on. I didn't change them. The reticle, I couldn't figure this one out. So there used to be the dot in the heads-up display, so you at least have that. Now it's not there, so I was messing around with the reticle, like only show pickaxe, only show weapon, never show, always show. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there. Maybe I'll make my own. I know how to do that now. just make my own reticle, plug it in there. Oh, and then I had to add this back in, interaction prompts, because the buttons disappeared for a little bit. So you know how when you go over these planets over here and you click on the planet, I use buttons on these, right? So these buttons, because there's a message. It says, like right here, it says more info. So when you hover over the button, even though it's invisible, it says more info. But that disappeared on Tuesday. I was like, what? Oh! So I had to figure that out again, how to bring that back. And then also, I also went and I gave them a space, what do you call it? The interaction zone, or whatever you call it. The size of the, where's that in here? Because you get to set the size of the button. Now I can't find it, of course. Oh, my drama. Anyhow. Yeah, to make them larger for the interaction, exactly. Now I can't remember where that is. I thought it was right there on the button. Type in the search box all the time to find things. Yeah. But this is a really short one. Like I've scrolled through the whole thing like that quick. Interaction radius. Here it is. That's what it's called. That's actually pretty small. 0.4? Well, I guess so, yeah. I mean, Mercury itself is pretty small. Yeah, and then the rest of them are like 0.5. And then like the sun over here, I made quite a bit larger, and the button's already large. Just so that when you're close to the zone, it kind of pops into view. There's some other stuff I want to try and figure out for the large planets, so like the sun, and then like Jupiter and Saturn. I want to find it. I need to come up with another methodology for that user experience right there. For the larger planets, for those buttons, I want to come up like the little lights that you walk over to get the short messages. That's kind of straightforward. And then if you mouse over the planets, you get the the interaction text there. But the bigger planets, because they are so big, I just need to figure out something different for the UX, for the user experience there. And then, yeah, so like Uranus and Neptune, I set that interaction radius to a meter. And in the zones, so if you leave the zone, certain audio elements will shut off, as well as the heads-up display it turns off. Oh, all the things to think about. How the user's going to interact, how they're not going to interact. Like you want them to interact and then you don't. Like you got to come up with all those crazy scenarios on that. So, yep, it's wild. Oh, okay. I need to call it a night. Thanks for hanging out, my friend. It was so good to see you again, to get to chat. And thanks for sharing your map code. Now I can go check out some more maps and stuff. Get some other ideas for different things, you know? That's what I've been doing. I don't know if you saw, like, I was on Fortnite here, recently played, so I've been playing so many different map types because I want to figure out, like, what are these tycoon maps that people are making, you know? And, like, Boom Wars. Yeah, I need to play some more creative just to figure out, like, what people are doing that's getting attention, and of course get my own ideas from some of that stuff. So I mean I have my Discord. I'm on the Fortnite. I don't know what it's called, the UEFN, the Fortnite Discord. I need to get on more. It's just it's a matter of time and stuff. Like finding the time to do all of these things. Discord's just like it's like another social media that I have to go and dig through, scroll through, and everything. So, yeah. But I'm learning. There's a lot of great stuff on YouTube as well. And then just sometimes I just go straight to the documentation. It's like, yeah. Or the forums, like the Unreal forums and the UEFN forums. Those have been helpful as well. So, you found Neptune! Huzzah! Alright, well, good luck finding Pluto. Are they pretty dead now? I've only seen a few things in there that I specifically was looking for, but I otherwise don't. So, yeah. Alright, man. Let's call it here. Okay, have a good night, everybody. Everybody else that's lurking as well. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back. I just got some things to do throughout the day, and yeah, lots of stuff to do. And hopefully, we'll get the update for the solar system pushed out, so you'll get the EasyMode to try out. Have fun with that. So, good to see you. Have a good night. We're gonna go walk the dog and then go to bed. Good night, YouTube.